Hello everyone, and welcome back to the high-low trailer. If you guys remember on the last video I told you I was going to be bringing this thing in. They're going to check out the brakes on it and the wheel bearings. So I'm just hooking it up and I'm going to have to drop the high-low down, so I wanted to video it. I haven't done it for a while and it's kind of fun. I turned the air conditioner on in here a few hours ago. It's 96 degrees outside right now and it is chilly in here. Very nice. Well, I'm going to drop it down now, and then I'm going to pull this up because none of this is on level ground. It's kind of a dip right here in the little driveway going back to the workshop. So now the front of the trailer is lower than the back of the trailer. I've got a 5-inch drop on the truck right now for the hitch. I do have a 4-inch in the workshop if I need it, but until I get it on level ground, I don't know. I think this is where I'm supposed to be, but I'm not sure. Well, that trailer really leveled out nice now. That is the right drop to have for my hitch. Well, I just took it around the block to get that hitch moving around, trying to get a really good ground. There are a couple of lights that don't work, and it is not reading the fact that the trailer is hooked up as far as the brakes are concerned. The trailer brakes. So anyway, like I said, it's going in on Monday. I think I'm going to hook... I would have swore when I brought it home with the old truck, all of the running lights work. So I think I'm going to unhook the diesel, back up my other truck, hook that up, just the trailer hook up, and see if the same lights are not working or not. At least it would let me know if it's in the actual hookup to my truck or not. So anyway, I'm going to do that and we'll see what happens. I have some lights that do work and some lights that don't, and they're different lights than the ones that were working when I had it hooked up to my diesel. Oh, here we go again. Okay, so I think I might have to bring in the high-low and my diesel and tell them I want new connections between the truck and the trailer, and they'll just have to figure it out. I don't have time if I'm leaving Wednesday to start playing around with that. I'll play around with it a little bit more, but I gotta wait till the sun goes down so I can see these lights a little better. Alright, well, I'm back out here a few hours later. I'm just going to click the lights on the truck and just see what does work and what doesn't work. Alright, so both of these lights work, but when I had it hooked to my diesel, only one of them worked. The main lights, the turn signals, brakes, they all work good. Up here, only 2. But earlier I tapped on that middle one and I think I got that one to work. I guess not. Okay everyone, well, I tell you, I definitely have to do some stuff with the lights. Another thing, the backup camera works just fine, but once you drop it down, it's right there. The tire creates a blind spot. So I think what I want to do is take the camera off of the license plate. Even though it won't be super attractive, it's a cheap one. I want to put it above this light, run the wiring down, and just screw it with the 2 screws right to the back of the high-low. Alright, well, it's the next morning. I'm back out here. I went up and got a new connector, and when I open this one up, look at how crappy that is. I mean, rust just fell out of it. So I'm going to put a new one on here, and maybe that'll help with the trailer brakes. The one ground connector is it's so rusted that I can't even get a screwdriver on there. The whole thing has been rusted away, so I'm going to try to drill it out. I would like to keep that end, if I can, on the white wire. For a guy that has very little patience, this is very rough. Oh, come on, get in there. Well, that one there is all done. I did hook it up to my old truck here, and all the same lights came on, but at least everything is hooked up correctly. Even though this right here worked real good with the fifth wheel, last year when I brought that down, it still is cracked along here, so I do want to get in there. And I mean, it's rusty. This is Minnesota. I just want to get in there and see what it looks like. This one doesn't look as bad, but it's still getting rusted in there, and I did buy a new one, so I'm just going to go ahead and put a brand new one on. Well, this one here is kind of stupid. The other one, at least every single color was written on the actual plastic so I could see it. Luckily I didn't unhook this yet, so I can just do the same thing, but good thing normally I would have just unhooked that whole thing and then I would have really been screwed. I'm just going to mark these. It'll make it a lot easier. Well, it's all screwed back in there and everything. I'm going to back the truck up just a little bit and plug it in and just see if it even acknowledges the fact that there's a trailer back there or not as far as the brakes go. It does read the trailer. That is awesome. So that's what it was. Before I would just do this and it would say no trailer connected. Well, that's good. Now later on I have to go up to, I went to Walmart and they didn't have the bulbs. There's some of those bulbs that are back on the those running lights. It's like the glass part. You can just pretty much pull it right away from the metal part, so I just need new bulbs. So I think later I got a couple things to do here now, and then I think I'll run up to one of the RV places and see if I can't get some new bulbs. I'll see you guys in a little bit. Alright, well I don't even know where I left off. It's after 7 o'clock right now. On the high-low here I did go and I went to get bulbs. They didn't have those bulbs. I suppose I can find them online, but Walmart didn't have them. Camping World didn't have them. So I ended up buying new lights and I got those installed. I did take that camera like I talked about and I installed it up there. It took no time at all and much better view. No blind spot from the tire right here. After I installed the lights, there's a clicking sound coming out of the battery box here. So I raised the high-low up a little bit, and that relay right there clicks about every 10 seconds. I have no clue. And the worst part is, it was reading the trailer brakes before. Now it's not reading the trailer brakes inside my truck. So I feel like I worked on this from 7:30 this morning until 6:15 tonight, and I am no farther along than I was this morning, except for I got some lights put up on the back. I am so frustrated. I was supposed to bring this up to the Now Then garage. I'll have to haul it up in the morning and just drop it off. I wanted to get as much of it done so it doesn't cost that much to get it fixed. So anyway, hopefully Lonnie can put a couple of I don't know, some kind of a sensor thing on there. He'll be able to figure it out, but the brakes are driving me crazy. I could care less about the lights. Like I said before, when in the last video, I drive, when I'm pulling a trailer, I usually drive dark to dark, and I don't really have to worry that much about the lights being on unless it's raining out or something. Anyway, I'm frustrated. I still have to cook supper, and so I'm going to end this video, and we'll start it up again when I get this thing back. Alright, well, instead of doing another video, I dropped this thing off early Monday morning up there at the Now Then garage. Lonnie took a look at it. I had a problem with one of the brakes on the 4 tires. The wires weren't connected right, and that must have been what was causing all the clicking, because the clicking stopped. The brakes do work on the trailer now. They're not as strong as the 5th wheel ones, but I'm just happy that they work. He packed all the wheel bearings, checked the air pressure in the tires, just looked it all over, and I dropped it off on Monday morning. He didn't really get to it on Monday. Today's Tuesday. Got to it today. Tomorrow morning, as soon as it's light out, I am hitting the road and I'm heading to Louisiana. Today was a super busy day trying to get everything scheduled for work, because I'm going to go down. It'll take me 2 days to drive down. I'll be down there for probably 4 nights, maybe 5 nights tops. Then I got to turn around and drive back up because work is just too busy. But everything is scheduled now. I'm pretty sure my boxer supply down there is little or nothing, so I'm bringing some more down. I washed out my cooler, so that's drying out right now. I'm going to run up and get some ice and put it in the cooler, and then I'm going to pick some of these vegetables out of the garden here. Some of the yellow squash and zucchini squash and just a bunch of stuff so I can cook her up a stir fry. Well, thanks a lot for watching, everybody. I suppose I'll start a video tomorrow when I drive down, and I'll do another the trip from Minnesota to Louisiana. I'll see you guys on the next video.